This is 445 West 138th Street South in Bixby. We are at the Pine Ridge neighborhood, which is a relatively new luxury neighborhood in Bixby. And look at this amazing house. This house was built just recently in 2026 by Castle Rock Builders, Steve Wright. And the listing agent is his son, Austin Wright. And I'm thankful to have gotten the honor to host this house open. Right off of the grand main entrance is a 2-story custom epoxy wall. It could be a study, a den, a library. You would need a ladder though to get to the very top of those. And it also could be a home office. It does have 2 glass French doors to close it off from the rest of the home. And I just really can't describe how impressive this entire house is. Hi, welcome. My name is Sarah Hoffman. I'm with Legacy Realty Advisors. And if this is the first time ever seeing me on YouTube, welcome to my channel. Please like, subscribe, and share this video with somebody who may be looking close to Tulsa. And I would love to share more of these amazing home tours with you every single week. It is 4 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, and I do want to take you on a full tour of this home today. Here is the amazing living room with the fireplace as our statement anchor in here. Beautiful decor and designer touches on every inch of this home. All of the furniture and staging that you're seeing in this video today is by Melissa Engelke. She has an office right here locally in downtown Bixby. Another great look at this living room. And then back towards the front entry so you could see how impressive this is. That chandelier, those doors look so good. So as a buyer, typically after you walk in, we saw the home office, we checked out this really awesome living room. The next step that a buyer would take is to head to the kitchen. And so that's what we're gonna do next. This is a expansive quartz island with a triple bullnose edging. Lots of cabinetry, and I don't know if you noticed on the other side of this island, there are cabinets in front of where the bar stools are. So there's lots of opportunity for storage on this side of the island in first maybe some things that you don't need every day. And here we go with these picture frame style cabinets. Beautiful back counter here with a gas range, griddle, and pot filler. We have a commercial sized refrigerator and freezer. And then this kitchen has what's called a scullery. And a scullery, if you don't know, is more or less a prep kitchen so that you can keep your main kitchen looking pristine and clean. And it's great for hosting, especially when you've got extra help around the house where you can do most of the messy work in the scullery. And this one does a really great job of hiding everything. So you come around the corner here, we do have a separate sink, more storage, lots of open cabinetry, and then another refrigerator back here and freezer. And then I want to move forward into the primary suite. I feel like that's where you would go next if you were a buyer considering this on your search. Here it is. Now, this property is unique in that it backs up to the greenbelt. So there's no plans to develop behind this neighborhood at the current moment. And we get a view of the pond in this primary suite. There are walking wooded trails in the Pine Ridge neighborhood, and the ponds are stocked. And then this room is big. So I'm walking as close to the window as I possibly can, so you can see how far away the door is from this other corner. It does have an exterior exit out onto the lanai or covered patio. It is part of the roof line of the house, which does qualify it as a lanai, but fancy wording, but all of it is just a covered patio. In here is the amazing primary suite. So we have a freestanding tub, accent wall behind it. We have double vanities in here. So turn this around. Water closet is separate from the vanity area. Here it is. Hi. The shower is a walk-in shower. The glass door. And you've got the cut-in tile work to allow for storage of products for when you're showering. It does have a handheld sprayer as well as a rain head shower head. And then it has what we call a glamour closet. This is a custom closet. I'm gonna try to stand in this corner so we can kind of get a feel for exactly how big this space is. And there is the opportunity to add even more in here. I could foresee somebody, if they really wanted some extra storage and space, to add an island in the middle. Lots of room for shoe storage. The shelves are all adjustable, so if you've got some boots that you want to store, you can remove some of those shelves or adjust them up or down so that you've got plenty of space for no matter what you're wearing for the day. There are two large windows in this closet. Makes it very easy to see. I love having natural light when I'm getting ready. I'm just so thankful to be touring with you guys today. So Pine Ridge is one of the newer luxury neighborhoods in Bixby, Oklahoma. We are South Tulsa, and it's also considered, I think the physical address is actually considered Glenpool. We are, as far as shopping, about 20 minutes from Costco, about 15 minutes from Reese's, which is a local grocery store chain that's really nice. We're about 20-ish minutes from Whole Foods. And this is the laundry room. Big and open, lots of countertop space, extra sink in here. So in Oklahoma, sports are very big. And when you have kids in sports, you have lots of dirty clothes and laundry to keep up with. And there is plenty of room for all of the cleats and pads and everything else that comes along with being a sport parent. Back towards the living room. Before we head upstairs, I do want to take you over to what I would call a spare bedroom. And we will walk right here by the dining, right off of the kitchen, which makes it very easy to entertain. However, if I were entertaining, I would almost always have my guests outside unless obviously it's way too cold or way too hot. So this walks towards the guest bedroom. This is smaller, much smaller than the primary suite. It has its own exterior door, and I just feel like there's just a lot to offer if you were a guest staying here. It does have its own bathroom. Every single bedroom in this house has its own bathroom. And then I want to flip this around so you can see that there is storage behind the door. Nice big closet for this bedroom and bathroom. Let's take one more look at this bedroom. There is one half bath in here, and it's right off the kitchen for guests. And it is dark and moody and just gorgeous. I love the contrast of this bathroom compared to the rest of the house. And the tile goes all the way up to the ceiling. Some cute photos on the wall. I love this. And then back towards the garage, we have a drop zone, built-in cabinetry, shelving, everything you would need as far as a drop zone. I do love that there are actual cabinets so that you don't feel like everything's out in the open. A lot of drop zones you'll see are just all open, and it's very hard to keep them organized and looking like you could have company over. In the garage, we have epoxy floors. It is a 4-car garage, and all of the spaces are here under one area. There is attic access in the garage ceiling. Double windows to the front of the house to keep it looking beautiful, curb appeal. This home comes with an irrigation system. That's the exterior door straight ahead to the outside. And then behind this door is most likely our tankless, so we'll never run out of hot water in this house. I am a small equity partner in a plumbing company that's local here to Tulsa, and you should have your tankless flushed about once per year, depending on usage and how hard your water is, but about once a year. Back towards the kitchen. And then before we go upstairs, I want to take you outside and show off this patio, or as I called it, the lanai. There are 2 double doors and screens that go with it. So you could open up both sides and really let a lot of breeze in. And Oklahoma is windy. Not too bad today. You can see this is a big table. Lots and lots of room, all covered. Includes a ceiling fan. They've got it decorated here with a fire pit table. And remember, this right here is the primary suite entrance. And here's our view of the pond for the neighborhood. A little sitting area with a big round table. And then our view of the greenbelt. This is on an aerobic septic system. And I think when people hear the word septic, they're a little concerned and a little curious, but I promise I have one at my house and it's not a big deal. You do have to have it pumped out every so many years. Again, it depends on your family's usage. And then there's sprayers that are so that they'll spray a few times a day. Back inside through those amazing patio doors. There's another view of the front entrance. Let's go upstairs. And then on the landing, there's something special that I think every house should have, and that is a spot to work out. So this would easily fit maybe a Peloton bike or just a small little workout area. It's separated from the bedrooms enough that I feel like you could have your music on, your headphones on, and not disrupt everybody with your movements. And we got just a few more steps up to the loft. There is a view of the chandelier down below. Oh, so cool. This is a big game room slash loft. You could use it for a lot of different things. We've got 2 bedrooms up here. This is the 3rd bedroom we've seen on the tour today. Big windows to the back of the house. Decorated so cute and pink. And then remember I said that every bedroom has its own bathroom, and this one does too. And then the closet. If I were a child picking up my room, I would definitely be picking this one. There's just something about it that just feels cozier than all of the rest of them. And then we've got a few steps down. This would be a bathroom for the loft, but it also is connected to our last bedroom of the tour, bedroom number 4. And double doors into this big closet. I think this might be the biggest of the bedroom closets. And then it does have its own door into the bathroom so that you wouldn't have to go out into the hallway. That is it. We've covered everything in this expansive house. We are just over 4,000 square feet. It is August in Oklahoma, and if you are interested in looking at more of this style of property, I am happy to pull a home search. We can go exploring together. So if this one doesn't meet all of your dream list items, I'm happy to put together a list that will work for you, and we can go look at houses together and not just through the YouTube screen. But thank you so much for sticking around. Please like, subscribe, share this video with somebody, and I can't wait to see you again on next week's home tour.